What's going on, YouTube? As you might be able to tell, I got some new toys that I want to talk about today. So I got a couple of lights that I got in the background that you can't really see. I upgraded my camera, something else that you may not be able to see, and probably the number one most noticeable thing is sitting right in front of me. I got an upgraded mic, so hopefully my audio quality is coming out a little bit better. But we're trying to make the channel a little bit better as best as we can. But the one thing that helps out the channel the most is by smashing that like button and hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification if you want to be notified about videos that I've got going on. Today, like I said, I just wanted to let y'all know that I got some updated equipment. So the video quality is going to be superior, or well, I shouldn't say superior, but it'll be better comparative to what it has been in the past. So just, to kind of go along with that, I wanted to shift a little and talk about personal development. Personal development can mean a whole lot of different things to a whole lot of different people. And when I say personal development, some things that might come to your mind are, oh man, sitting through a seminar and listening to some long, boring lecture by somebody that you have no idea who they are, or who you don't even care who they are, respectively. So there's other forms of personal development out there, and it's not necessarily just sitting somewhere listening to somebody who you don't know, but it could be something as simple as reading a book, going to the library, listening to an audio, finding a YouTube, someone who you can connect with on YouTube, and tie it into a passion that you have. As most of you probably already know, I'm in the middle of my transition out from active duty, and I've done a lot of personal development along my course. I've been doing personal development really. See, for me, it's different because I consider personal development a form of education. And so I guess you could say that I never really stopped educating myself. I graduated high school, came into the military. I did a couple of MLM style deals, and my personal development has just always continued to grow and grow and grow. Whether that's been through a mentor, whether that's been through an audio, whether that's been through a book. And I'm just going to share a couple of pieces of personal development that I'm going through currently, and some things that have really connected with me the most. And a couple of those things that have connected with me the most are Steve Harvey's. He's got a really great video out there. I'll link it in the description below this video, where he talks about just jumping off the cliff. And this is something that I've dealt with multiple times in my life, of just being nervous to jump off that cliff. And most people get held back by that 4-letter word, and that's F-E-A-R, fear. So don't let fear hold you back. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. And he says you just essentially have to jump off the cliff. Everyone has a parachute in life. And, you might get some cuts, scrapes, and bruises along that jump, but eventually your parachute will open. It has to open. So that's one of my favorites. Steve Harvey, he's got a gold mine of personal development. And these are little bite-sized things that you can listen to. I'm always listening to something in the car, but on YouTube, whether it's a minute all the way up to, 10, 15 minutes, just something to help get your day going. Another piece of personal development, and someone who I really resonate with a lot, is Jim Rohn. And for those of you guys who don't know who Jim Rohn is, he was a very successful motivational speaker, hugely successful in the network marketing and direct sales industry, but he really helped to transition people's life. He did have those seminars that I was talking about earlier in the video, but one of the biggest things that he talks about is, or it's not necessarily the biggest, but a big piece that I took away from his talkings was, don't wish it were easier, wish that you were better. Right? We always want things to, if it was just a little bit easier, then, my life would be easier. But why not develop a skill to make yourself better? Why not go out there and learn something that's going to help take you from point A to the next level in your life? It's kind of like the people who have that minimum wage mentality of, minimum wage needs to be $15 or $20 an hour just so that I could be able to survive. Well, I mean, that's one way to look at it. Don't get me wrong. But another way to look at it is minimum wage isn't, just the stopping point. It's the entry point. It's the lowest of the low. It's like the barrier of entry for wages. So don't wish the minimum wage was better. Wish that you were better, And then finally, something that I want to touch on today is actually one of my favorites right now in the space. I've been binging his content on YouTube, and that is Dr. Myron Golden. And if you guys don't know who Dr. Myron Golden is, definitely, I highly recommend you go out there and do your research on him. This guy, he's got a book out there, From the Trash Man to the Cash Man, and he's just been nothing but motivation. He teaches business based off of biblical principles, and I just absolutely love it. But one of the things that he teaches is the 4 steps, I guess you could say, or it's the 4 levels of value. And the very first level of value that he speaks about is the implementers. And the implementers are the people that go out there and they just do the thing. So these are your people who essentially are just working a job, and they go out there and they exchange their time for dollars, right? And he can guess a range, which is going to be minimum wage to about $80,000 for an implementer. Minimum wage, someone working at a fast food restaurant, for example, all the way up to 80 grand range could be like a mechanic for a Rolls Royce dealer or something along those lines. But they're exchanging their time for dollars. So that is what an implementer is. And then the next level is the unification level. And the unification level, you move from an implementer to someone who manages, and they only have one skill set, which is they can get a bunch of implementers to do the thing, and he can guess their salary as well. I'm not gonna, I won't do as good of a job as he will as explaining it. So I'll link the video down in the comments below, or the description below, I should say. But the next level that you have is the communicator. And the communicator is someone kind of, I guess you could say, like me, or kind of anyone who's out there exchanging, they're using their voice, and they're using their voice to create an income. And that could be, someone that's in sales. That could be a professional artist, a professional actor, someone that's getting a message out there to the people, and they're exchanging something, some sort of value in exchange for money. You could even think about it as sports professionals. They've created a certain regimen for themselves and a certain skill set to where they've gone above and beyond, and they put themselves through the mud essentially to be the best of the best in their career field. And by them going out there and playing the sport that they love the most, and communicating that with people, they're able to earn extremely high salaries. So you want to work your way up to the communicator level is one of the key skills that he speaks about. And then finally, the very fourth and the final level of value is the imagination value. And these are people who are thinking big picture, kind of like Steve Jobs. This isn't an implementer. This isn't a manager. This is someone, this isn't even a communicator. This is someone who's top level, and they have visions of things that are so far and beyond what your regular person could even dream of. So you could even think of them as professional dreamers. When you think of, the iPhone that came out back in, I want to say 2008, no one ever thought that, a touchscreen phone would ever exist, but lo and behold, Steve Jobs comes out and that's exactly what he produces. So I don't want to keep this video too long. Like I said, I just want to come out, let you guys know that the quality of the videos should be getting better here. And I'm going to have some more finance stuff coming out in the near future. There's a new platform that I want to release onto the channel and let you guys know about. And definitely always continue to personally develop yourself. Never let your education just stop once you stop going to school. Always continue to learn something. And with that, I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.